What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Cthulhu the Dark One coming at you once again through this magical portal known as the interwebs. I kind of realized I had never finished up my Lego Hero Factory reviews, so I'm going to get back to that with this one, and then a couple more to finish those up this week. So this time we'll be taking a look at the Lego Hero Factory Splitface. Shove his bag real quick. That's what he will ultimately look like. I gotta admit, when I first saw the bag art of this, I'm like, that's kind of crappy looking. You know, the whole kind of like sort of Two-Face sort of thing. But actually, once you get him assembled, he's not that bad. He's kind of grown on me. One of the bag there. And to do something a little different, since there's not much to quote-unquote review with these, I figure I'd start with the basic skeleton here and show a little bit of the assembly and then show them off. So you got the basic skeleton here. The only thing that you add on him is the two pegs on the back, which will provide his backpack, and the two different color feet pieces. Fundamentally speaking, it's like this half is red, this half is black. It is actually reversible. I will be showing it built pretty much per instruction. But as usual, ball joints everywhere on these guys. Superposable, super hold-a-pose. So, this is in the upper scale range of the $13 variety of the new Hero Factories. So it is a little bit taller than some of the other ones. It's actually the tallest villain other than Black Phantom. So let's see, where to start. We'll start with his backpack, which is actually just a foot piece, and of course the green hose is separate. Normally I just left that in plugged in there, and it just pegs on the back here like so, and then so we won't have the hose flapping around. This gun here, it's a couple different pieces. Got the top, little glowy rod, which I think is a neat touch. Of course the gimmick to squeeze this and shoot the ball. Whoop. That's his launcher. And basically there's the connector. Goes on as his hand. And then the hose just goes. The hose goes in there. And it's like he has a sort of, that'll probably pop out anyway. Like he has sort of a quasi fuel supply for it. And again, like I noted on Toxic Reaper, I really like the touch of like the green inside of the hose. Like it could have just been a clear piece of plastic, but then for a shoulder piece, it's actually two pieces. It's kind of the normal armor piece, and these new kind of you really see them a lot in the Breakout Wave. These kind of new domey pieces that they use for shoulder and knees. I don't know, I just like them. You get those two together, and that will be, if I didn't drop it, his shoulder guard. Like so. And there's his right arm. Chest's pretty easy, one piece. You can see the detail in there. The half red, half gray. Actually got some pretty good little detail on there. That's all, well, painted, I guess. If it's not painted, it's a really super nice sticker. I'll give them that. That just simply goes on there. Let's see. Left shoulder, a little bit different armor piece to kind of get the hint that he's like just hodgepodge of a villain. Two pieces here. Regular, well, bigger gauntlet piece. Snap together. And of course, you know, like with this, you could have it facing up. That's what I really like about these things, is not only are they superposable figures, and generally per instructions they don't look bad, but you could, I mean, you got options. So it's actually really customizable. Then his left hand, which is actually fairly complex, it'll end up attaching by that red, no, actually by this joint, I'm sorry. The red ball is just to provide some give with this. For some reason, I don't know. Guess maybe you could play like you lift that up and shoot something. But basically he has the claws, and actually you could if you really wanted to, the little red right there is where it joins in. You could kind of rotate these around and have the saw blades out if you really wanted to. So that's kind of cool. And that will be his left hand of sorts. You know, this guy must have a heck of a time wiping his butt. I mean, that's all I got to say. Anyway, potty humor. Let's see. The head, typical old school Gen 1 Hero Factory head and or Bionicle. As I noted with the other ones, I take a whiteout pen and color in the eyes just to kind of give it a little something through the mask. Now, generally speaking, the masks or helmets or whatever would just peg in the top. But old Splitface here, he's a little bit different. His head is actually these two halves that you plug in on either side to make his mask. And the neat thing about this is, like I said, instruction-wise, you know, this side, his left side is red, and his right side is the black or gray. But if you really wanted, it's actually designed, like there's for the right side being red, left side being black. You could actually plug it in the other way and have the opposite color scheme, which is really cool. So, what you'll do with that is you'll just plug it in the side of the head. Chunk. And there are no like pegs or anything in the actual mask. It's just the force of pegging it into the head that holds it together. And there you go. And you can even see like the eye holes are a little bit different size. The size of the mouth are different. That one kind of has gears. That one doesn't. And of course the head just flops on top. Like so. Now, it is interesting to note that because of that reversible feature, he doesn't like have a back to his head. So there is that. Slight gripe, nothing major. I mean, not going to display him facing the other way. And then legs are pretty simple. Left leg, standard gauntlet piece. Lower left leg. And I really like this piece. It's the same piece as the top part of his left arm there. Just got some really cool little detail on it for a Lego piece. And that just goes on his lower leg. And then you got two more of the red gauntlet slash dome. The top one faces out. Bottom one faces forward. And it shouldn't be that hard to snap on there. There it is. Just wasn't aligning it correctly. And there you have them. Fully assembled per instructions. Now, like I said again, you could switch the head around. Have the red on that side, have the black on this side. The only thing that wouldn't match would be his chest piece. Or you could completely hodgepodge them up if you really wanted to. But yeah, really cool little figure. Like I said, the art on the bag didn't really wow me. But once I got them together, I was like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. It's a blatant rip-off of Two-Face, but it works. Much from the back there. Like I said, he is of the taller variety of this line. There is Evo, who is shorter, just for a size comparison. For some reason, he does not want to stand up. And there they both are, with a can of Coke, just in case you don't know how big he is. So yeah, builds a really superposable, super customizable figure. Not exactly my favorite of the line, but definitely in my top three. There's Lego Hero Factory Breakout Series Splitface.